Welcome back, loves. Okay, so today's video is going to be dedicated to my new, to me, vintage Chanel bag. I've been, getting a ton of comments and questions on Instagram about this bag, so I want to dive into all of it. I want to share measurements. I want to talk through how to find it again. And I'm gonna be sharing some insight as to like kind of how I shop pre-loved / vintage and all of that. So if you're interested in hearing more, stay tuned for the video. I'm not looking to meet new friends. No, I've been looking for a love inside, for someone I appreciate and everything. So I picked up this beauty a couple of weeks ago from Fashionphile, and I unboxed it in a YouTube video. Hopefully it links it somewhere around here. The algorithm's pretty good, but if not, it's my most recent video. You guys can go back and watch. But I had seen this bag on other vintage like Instagrams and sites, and they were always ones that caught my eye but sold really fast. And for me, sometimes shopping from Instagram is really difficult because I need a lot of photos. I need to trust the seller. So for me, sometimes just like waiting, being patient, and stalking places like The RealReal and Fashionphile are the best way for me to find things. And I usually can find it, just takes time. So I understand Chanel's nomenclature can be very confusing, so I figured what would be helpful is I'm actually going to, and I have it up on my phone, I'm gonna include the screenshot of the exact place / page from where I purchased it on Fashionphile. And if you guys can read it, which it'll be right here, it says, it's called Chanel Caviar Quilted Timeless CC Shoulder Bag Black. That's exactly how you'll find it if you put that into the search bar in Fashionphile. So usually if you haven't saved a bag, which just means that it has the heart filled in under your account, and a bag is sold, you won't see it again. But I usually will keep the bags that I save as hearts, as favorites there, because if it comes back in, like a different one comes in stock, I'll get a notification that a bag I was looking at is back in stock. It won't be the exact same one sometimes, like maybe someone returns it, but it'll be an easy way to find it. And there's also a link there that says find another, and you can always easily click on that and find it. So what I'm gonna do, and I think I'll be able to from my login page at Fashionphile, is link that exact link that says find another. And every time you guys click on it below, it'll populate on the website for Fashionphile exactly what the search terms were for that, and I would save that to your Fashionphile page or save it to like your favorites. So I wanted to talk through everything. So that's the first piece, what it's called, Caviar Quilted Timeless CC Shoulder Bag Black. It does come in other colors. I've had a ton of you reach out to me and tell me you A, own the bag, or B, have it in like the beige caramel color, which is also stunning. I've seen it before. So I've loved seeing photos that you guys have sent me of your bags, because I get to see how great they've aged and that it's very common for this exact style to stay in pristine condition as long as it's taken care of. So that was number one. Number two is how much did I pay for it? So if you watched my last video, I just put like it was under $2,000. The exact price that I paid in US dollars was $1,995 US dollars. Obviously, you have to take into account sales tax, and I live in Tennessee, so about 9.5% sales tax. But at the time, there was a promo going on at Fashionphile. I think I got $100 off. So that pretty much covered most of sales tax. So I think all in, I paid like $2,050. So the bag itself was under $2,000, so $1,995 US. But after taxes and after the coupon, I was able to use just a little bit over $2,000. So I think that's a really, really fair price, and I think you guys can easily get it. The condition this was listed under was very good, with the note saying scratches on the hardware, plating wear, and on the exterior marks and faint scuffs. I have to tell you, hardware is always the first thing to fade, even on my newer bags that I buy brand new. Like, they can get a little discolored, but honestly, on the handle, the chain, even on the zipper, there's been such minor plating wear. Like, maybe on the zipper, but that's easily like fixable with Brasso. Just be careful. That, I mean, it was nothing, and I really trust Fashionphile's descriptions. I did find one on the RealReal, and I linked it. I believe I linked it in my last video. If not, it must have been sold by then. But it was not as in, it wasn't as in good condition from the plating. So I think it all just kind of depends like where the bag is stored. If it's stored in a humid area of a house, it may have more plating wear. I don't know, science, guys. But this bag was in far better condition, and it was less. So I will say, yes, I don't work for Fashionphile, but yes, Fashionphile is one of the best places for me to buy pre-loved, because I truly, truly trust all of their wear and condition descriptions. So, and you have a 30-day return policy. So if I get the bag and there's an odor that they didn't note, or there's something I saw that wasn't said on the description, you can return it and they will refund you. So I think that's good. RealReal, I believe there's no refunds on mostly all the bags. But I do buy Chanel shoes from the RealReal, and there's a pretty good return policy there in case anything is off at all. Anyways, this bag came with the authenticity card and the care description booklet, which I think I actually took out of this. Oh no, it's in here. I still have the authenticity card, and so I wanted to read the series. So it's an 8 series, which means it's around 2003, 2004 is when this bag came out. It is a Karl Lagerfeld design. So it was around the time that he was the creative director, and you can just tell, very timeless looking but chic shoulder bag. So as far as trying to find this again, I recommend using those exact keywords in the search, saving the link below as a favorite in Fashionphile so that you get notified of it. And also just keep in mind, like, I was able to find this for under $2,000 in pristine condition. You can too, so just don't settle for something that's in worse condition for more money. You'll find it. They've made plenty of these. They do also make this in different sizes. I think they have one that is, if I can find a picture, I'll insert it, but it's this style, but it's a small pochette on chain, which I actually originally saw and really liked it. But after I got my multi-pochette from Louis Vuitton, I kind of realized, like, I need a bigger bag. And I have the small classic flap here to show you a size comparison. But first I wanted to share the measurements for this bag, because I don't think there's a ton of info out there on it. So I brought my trusty fabric measuring tape, and across the bag it measures right at 11 inches across. Height wise, it is a little bit over 6, maybe 6.5 inches height wise, or height, as some people say. And then width, it does come out a little bit more at the bottom to the top, but I would say it's around 2.75 inches, and it kind of thins out at the top a little bit. But it's so like flexible and pliable, you can really stuff it. And then the strap drop is goodness, my new nails are too long, a little bit over 10 inches. So it's a really comfortable strap drop. Very roomy, easy on the shoulder, and I've stuffed this bag like crazy. It can fit so many things. It can fit my Agenda MM. It can fit a Kindle, a full-size wallet. And that kind of leads me to like getting in and out of the bag. That was another question I got a ton of, which is the zipper compartment annoying? And this is a very fair question because I actually saw a bag that came out from Louis Vuitton. It was kind of like their answer to the Prada re-edition shoulder bag cutie that was nylon, and I hated the zipper on the one in Louis Vuitton. I just thought it was so difficult to open, to get in and out of, and the strap wasn't long enough. It was getting in the way. It wasn't like as flexible as this chain that just falls off. So that's a very fair question. The zipper on this bag is so smooth, and that's not a deal breaker either. You can always add like a little bit of wax to the zipper and it starts working smoothly. Luckily, this just came like that. And then to get in, it is and can be slightly annoying, especially if there's stuff in here, but it opens pretty wide to get in and out of. If you're really putting something thick in there, yeah, it might hit the zipper, but other than that, like throwing something in, easy. I actually keep my phone in this back pocket here. Actually, let me measure this back pocket for you guys to see if your phone will fit. So this back pocket measures at 8.5 inches, and my phone is the 12 Pro, and it is 6 inches. So you got a couple inches to play with there, but it's so easy because I stuffed this bag and there's really no organization here, and I don't think I'll find an organizer for this bag, unfortunately, because it's vintage. I'd have to get one custom made, and if it really bothers me, I'll look into it, but I can stuff it with everything and then have my phone back here for easy access. So this bag holds a ton. I'm looking for my phone, it's right here. Let me see what other questions you guys had. Oh, okay, so someone asked, how does it look crossbody? I didn't buy an extra chain for this bag, but I can bring my Louis Vuitton strap for my Cousin bag over and just like show you where and how it would look if I got one that was similar and how it would look crossbody. Hold on. Okay, so I added my Cousin, like the canvas strap to this just because it was right here, but I wanted to show you what it would kind of look like crossbody. So let me move this. So you can always add a strap to this bag, make it crossbody. I have a ton of canvas straps like this. This one just happened to be downstairs with me, but you can find them on Amazon. You can literally find them anywhere off of different bags. And it'll be the perfect crossbody option. This also just has the chain on it. It's in the back, and I just clipped it on to these rings that are attached to the strap. Give you a nice little close up to the bag. And very comfortable way it sits, just like an average crossbody bag. So that's always an option if you were looking to add a strap to this bag and make it more of a crossbody. Okay, so besides adding a strap and having that be another option to wear it, I wanted to show you guys a size comparison to my other vintage Chanel, which is the small classic flap in lambskin. So definitely decent size difference, but similar in strap drop, which I like. And instead of getting a medium classic flap or a jumbo, this serves the purpose of that option for much less. So have both, and honestly, like this bag could fit in here. So that is that. I will tell you guys, I find vintage Chanel safer to buy online, mostly because there's less of it out there, less counterfeits being made. Who knows, they probably may see this video and try to make this bag counterfeit, but if you are looking for vintage, at a good price. Go buy from a reputable reseller, someone that you know or someone that you trust buys from. Like the only things to look for around authenticity is obviously the sticker being intact on the inside. If it comes with the authenticity card, keeps the value very steady as time progresses. The engraving on the zipper, it says full Chanel on one side, and then on the other side it has just the CC. And I actually have some Instagram reels of this bag up close if you ever like need detail questions. This bag, and I got a question around like the Caviar vintage versus Caviar now. I don't have any new Chanel bags that are brand new Caviar, but I have noticed that this bag is almost 20 years old. There are no scuffs, rubs, or scratches on this bag, which just leads me to believe that the conclusion is it is better or as good as new Caviar today. Very resilient, very tough, and I do not baby this bag. I don't plan on it, and for 20 years it avoided getting scratched or scuffed. I think I'm in good hands with this type of leather. So I don't know, guys, like if there's anything else, I feel like I can do some more like what's in my bag videos, but I wanted to do measurements. I wanted to talk through pricing with you guys, be completely transparent about how much I paid, places I trust to buy it, how I shop for pre-loved, always like looking around for what inspires me, what I'm drawn to, and then really doing research and being patient on sites that I trust to start selling it or to be on there and just kind of find the right one for me in the right condition. And I will also link below my listing that I purchased from so you guys can save it and click on find another. And really just share like the info around the bag itself, you know, the name of it. It's very confusing and hard to find specific names since Chanel doesn't do that. And I also think, and I have an inkling that they're just gonna like release more styles like this. This is a very popular, trendy look right now, which is a shoulder bag, structured. So I think we're gonna see similar styles pop up from Chanel, which is great because we love to see practical bags. But if you can get your hands on a vintage one for an amazing price, like why not? So that is that on this bag. As always, send me a DM on Instagram if you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. And thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video. Bye.